What if one strange, almost awkward-looking pose could wake up muscles you forgot you had, boost your circulation, and help your body clean itself, all in less than 5 minutes? It sounds unbelievable until you remember that some of the most powerful things in life are often the simplest. There's a quiet wisdom in movements that stood the test of time, and this one, known for centuries in traditional cultures, was designed not to build bulk or break a sweat, but to reactivate the flow that modern living slowly shuts down. It's called the frog. At first glance, it looks funny. Knees wide, heels up, hips low, like a child squatting to play. But what most people miss is the design behind the shape, the angles, the pressure, the breath. It's not random. It's geometry with purpose. Every line of tension, every inhale and exhale creates a ripple through the body that wakes up the deep systems most of us never think about: blood, lymph, fascia, organs. You see, most of the body's stagnation, the heaviness in your legs, the fog in your head, the fatigue that never quite leaves, doesn't come from aging. It comes from stillness. The frog pose was made to fix that. When you hold the position, knees wide, torso forward, heels slightly raised, something subtle but powerful happens. Pressure builds in the lower abdomen and groin, the stagnation zones where circulation slows as we age. This pressure becomes a natural internal pump, pushing new blood in and moving old fluids out. Combine that with slow nasal breathing, and your body starts to hum again, not from effort, but from rhythm. It's not a cardio workout. It's not a yoga stretch. It's something deeper, a reconnection. Think of it like opening windows in a room that's been sealed for years. Suddenly, air moves, light enters, energy returns. That's what this pose does from the inside. People over 50 often think they need more supplements or stronger workouts, but sometimes the answer isn't more force, it's better flow. The frog pose doesn't fight your body. It reminds it how to move again. Because deep down, your body hasn't forgotten how to heal. It's just waiting for you to send the signal. Your body has 2 circulation systems, one you know and one you probably don't. The first is your bloodstream, pumped by your heart. The second, quieter one is your lymphatic system, the hidden highway that carries away waste, toxins, and inflammation. Here's the catch. The lymphatic system has no pump. It depends entirely on movement, breath, and muscle contraction. That's why the frog move is so powerful. When you drop into that deep squat, knees open, heels lifted, torso leaning forward, you're doing something no treadmill can do. You're manually pumping your inner drainage system. Each breath, each tiny rise and fall compresses and releases the major lymph nodes in your groin, abdomen, and even under your arms. It's a self-massage from the inside out, activating what detox teas and expensive supplements only promise. And here's the beauty. It's active. You're not lying still while something happens to you. You're participating in your own cleansing. For people over 50, this is a quiet revolution, because as lymph flow slows with age, the signs show up everywhere: puffiness, brain fog, stiff joints, fatigue. But that's not getting old, that's congestion. And the frog move clears that traffic jam naturally. Now let's talk about strength. Real strength. Not the kind that leaves you sore for days, but the kind that lets you get out of a chair easily, carry your groceries, or climb stairs without fear of falling. When you hold the frog position, you activate muscles most exercises ignore, the stabilizers around your hips, knees, and spine. These are the quiet guardians of your mobility, the reason you stay balanced and independent as you age. Unlike typical squats, the frog doesn't overload the joints. It distributes the force through the fascia, the connective web that wraps every muscle. That means less pressure, more intelligence. You're not just getting stronger, you're teaching your body to move smarter. And then there's something deeper, something most workouts miss completely. When you rise and fall slowly in this pose, your lower organs, your intestines, bladder, and even reproductive organs gently shift with the motion. That movement acts like a micro-massage for your entire inner system. It boosts digestion, reduces bloating, and improves elimination, not by pushing harder, but by letting the body breathe. Because the frog move isn't about performing. It's about restoring the natural rhythm that keeps you alive. There's a reason so many ancient traditions valued movements that stayed close to the ground. They understood something that modern fitness has almost forgotten, that true strength doesn't begin in the gym, but where gravity meets your foundation. The frog move may look simple, but it restores that forgotten connection. When you balance on the balls of your feet, knees open and hips low, you're not just working muscles, you're awakening the system that keeps your blood flowing upward. Your calf muscles, often called the second heart, gently contract and release, pushing blood back toward your upper body. That rhythmic action is what keeps your veins healthy and prevents heaviness, swelling, or the slow emergence of varicose veins. It's subtle, but it's sacred. It's the body remembering how to circulate life through itself again. And something beautiful begins to happen with consistency. The stiffness in your hips starts to fade. Your lower back feels lighter. Your breath deepens naturally. You begin noticing that your energy no longer crashes in the middle of the day. That's because the frog move isn't just reshaping your muscles. It's re-educating your entire body to cooperate again. Every rise and fall becomes a reminder that stillness doesn't mean weakness. It means precision, control, and awareness. It means moving not from tension, but from intelligence. It's not about performing or proving. It's about remembering that vitality was never lost, only buried under years of shallow movement and unexpressed energy. If you decide to try it, take your time. Stay near a chair or a wall if you need support, and let your breath dictate the rhythm. Inhale as you rise slightly, exhale as you settle back down. Feel how the body responds, how every small motion carries a conversation between your breath, your muscles, and your organs. This isn't a workout, it's a dialogue. And in every repetition, there's a quiet affirmation. I'm still here. I still care. That's the power of this movement. It isn't about chasing youth or fighting age. It's about rekindling communication with your body, reminding it that you're still listening, still participating in your own life. At a stage when society tells you to slow down, this ritual gently whispers the opposite. Wake up. Wake up your circulation, your balance, and the forgotten parts of yourself that still remember how to thrive. Because aging isn't about losing strength, it's about remembering where it truly comes from. The frog move, in all its simplicity, carries that message in every breath, that the body still knows, still adapts, still wants to heal. So if this message found you today, perhaps it's not by accident. Maybe it's your body asking for attention, for rhythm, for flow. Try it once, notice how it feels, and then share it with someone who needs that same reminder that vitality doesn't fade with time. It deepens with awareness. Your body is still listening.